Nice to see you again. It's good to be back. Come with me, come. Let's find a private little space where we can catch up. I'll give you a little bit of a view here. It's a big nice mountain there. I've had a bit of a break off YouTube. I've been spending time in Canada. There's shit everywhere. This might not be the best place to do a little vlog. Rule number 1, don't sit on the ground. There's probably piss and shit everywhere. Oh. This is a nice private spot. And there's no shit. And I'm all about private one-on-ones with you. Feels better. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Fran. I've been away for a couple of weeks. Been hanging out with my cousins, been eating loads, been catching up with my aunts and uncles. Just enjoying everything. Kind of feeling a bit rounder right now, but I have enjoyed all the food here that Canada has to offer. The Alberta beef easily goes down my mouth. So now you've got a bit more Fran for you, and I hope you like all the extra bits that I've got. That includes my cheeks and a bit more junk in the trunk. I get really cheeky when I eat too much, and I get a lot more hear that? Rumpy pumpy. This is not the time or place to worry about my weight, because I've enjoyed the food and enjoyed the times and memories that I've made. Currently, I'm in Banff yet again. Couldn't get enough, and so back here again to look at more sights and sounds of this beautiful landscape. So the plan later is to go Lake Louise, take you along to that. Heading back to Calgary in a couple of days, and probably going to be eating out still. Oh my gosh. Too much eating out. So yes, welcome back to the vlog with extra Fran. Gosh. Wow. Have you seen this? Look at the view. I'm in the way. I'll get out of the way. Wow. Look at that mountain. I kind of want to eat it. It's that weird thing. I want to eat the mountain. Because it looks like a dessert. I need to stop eating. Do I brave going onto the lake? People are on the lake. It's bright. On the lake That's so cool. The Rockies are amazing. Guys, you're probably all mountained out right now. But this place is just epic. Oh, there's some dry trees. Let's just try and get a nice mountain shot. Whoa. I mean, look at that. Dry trees. Just amazing. Canada is beautiful. Whoa. That's the day. Heading off back to Calgary now. I'll see you there. I just winked. I never wink, that's a bit weird. Sorry if I winked. I'm a winker. Hello. I'm back in Calgary. My dad and my uncle have gone out to pick up some groceries, so taking advantage of recording in the home. This is my uncle's apartment, it's not mine. Now got some time by myself. I'm gonna pretend like it's my apartment. So let's make a cup of tea. Welcome to my cosy apartment. It's really nice and cozy. Let's make a cozy cup of tea. I'm going to press this. I'm going to put music over the top, because I don't like that sound the kettle makes. Let's start with the music. Oh, I don't need music. The kettle's off, obviously. I've just poured the kettle. Well, poured water out of the kettle. But I got milk out of the fridge. I think it's cream, though. I'm not a big fan of creamy tea, so I'll just literally put the smallest amount in. It will be fine. Where's the spoons? So, this is an interesting thing. So, I've never read how to make a tea. Like, I just make my tea, which usually is a 2-minute brew. So, I watched this program in the UK and they did a scientific experiment and they came up with like 2 minutes being like the optimum time. But reading how to make a proper brew on the back, it says 4 to 5 minutes. As a Brit who loves my tea, I don't actually know how long you should brew a tea bag for. The question of the week is, how long should you brew a tea bag for? Question of the week. Let's have a discussion in my comments. Right, I think that's been enough time. Add a tiny amount of cream. Just tiny. Oh, needs a little bit more. Right, shall we have a little catch up? Let's go to the sofa. Coaster, coaster. Here's a coaster. Right. I'll let you chill out there for a little bit. Firstly, I've missed you all. But having a couple of weeks off has been really nice and much needed, actually. I've been in Canada for a month now. Yeah, it's been a long time. And it's gone so quickly. So me and my dad are here because we lost somebody dear to us in the family. So the whole time here has been quite poignant because whilst being here, we've been able to connect again with a lot of our relatives out here and create new memories, which has been really good for the soul, for everyone here. A viewer had reached out in my feedback form and left a comment about one of my videos where I mentioned about humour being a good remedy for sadder times. I thought a bit more about this. Whilst we're here dealing with grief, there has been smiles and happiness. The smiles and happiness come from memories. I think that's what I mean about remembering joy, remembering happier times, and then creating happier moments and memories. I think that's what this whole trip's been about. And it's been really good to just appreciate everybody and to make sure everyone's okay. It is slightly bittersweet because when someone moves on, you really feel like someone's missing. And that's like the hardest thing through grief. Anyway, sorry, I've got a bit of a lump, but shall we move on to other subjects? Sorry. So most of you know that I left my corporate job. I'm now a freelancer and kind of being a digital nomad at the moment, even though I haven't got any work lined up or scheduled. My next step now is to get out there, network, meet people, find clients who are willing to pay for this. My entirety. Well, not everything. Not everything's for sale. Mostly everything though. So I do have to work out how to network and how to get myself out there. And one of the issues that I had whilst becoming a freelancer is that I offer everything. I used to work in corporate as a creative lead of a department, and it covered like every part of creativity from graphic design, film, and digital. So, massive spectrum. And that's what I did. I did everything. If there was a creative problem, I would solve it. But as a freelancer, you can't sell that. It's really hard. It's really hard to sell that. So I've had to niche down into one area which I love. And that's what I've done. I've kind of channeled this confusing portfolio and made it about one thing that I feel like people need a solution for. It all stems out from like what I'm doing here, which is my YouTube content. I'm really enjoying making videos, storytelling, editing, and content creation that's more human and authentic. One big step is just putting myself out there. We'll see where this freelance journey goes to. Let's get back onto doing something. I'm a bit bored of talking about myself. Maybe you can join me in an errand. I've got an errand. I'll be back in a second. So, this week's humble errand, one of my favourite things to do is to return things. We can go to the post office, which is just around the corner. I don't know what else I'm going to do this week. I haven't really planned anything except work. So stick around, see what else I get up to during this week. It could involve eating, it could be shopping. But one thing I know is that I'm going to enjoy the company. Shall we go to the post office? Let's go. I've got a return, please. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks. Hello. So I messed all that footage up. Meant to be a professional filmmaker. Can't even get a quick shot right. Anyway, let's move on. Decided to go shopping. Sorry, there's loads of aircon units everywhere. It's actually really hot today. So I'm gonna get some shorts. Should we go shopping? Let's buy some shorts. So Calgary is full of all this art, wall art. It's so beautiful. Hi, I'm back. I just recorded a whole load of video and I wasn't in focus. I had a great time chatting to you, but it just wasn't usable. Professional video editor at your service. Things happen. I was talking about how much I love Canada. Canada has a big space in my heart. So thank you, Canada. Thank you for looking after me and my family. And I was mentioning about one thing that keeps coming up in conversation, which is obviously my accent. A lot of people want me to say this sentence. In particular, this word and this word. And it's basically because of this bit. So I pronounce my T's. So I say bottle, and I say water. Bottle, water. That's how I say it. A bottle of water. That's my accent. I've got a northern Cheshire accent and I pronounce my T's. But there are accents in the UK where they don't pronounce their T's. And I think that is what makes people giggle. Some places in the UK don't pronounce those T's. So they say bottle and water. Bottle. Water. A bottle of water. And that accent is mostly a kind of London, Cockney, Essexy accent. It's definitely not my accent. I've got a posh Cheshire accent. I'm not posh at all. A bottle of your finest mineral water, please. No, I don't talk like that. But I do pronounce my T's. So I say a bottle of water. If you'd like me to go through any other British accents, then let me know. I'll try my best, whilst not being offensive. Scouse, Geordie, Scottish, Welsh. There's loads of different accents in the UK. So with that, I'll say goodbye yet again. Thank you for watching my week. I hope you guys have had a great week. And let's all have a super brill week ahead. See ya!